What's the worst thing your kid's school ever did? My son's school announced their annual leadership challenge with colorful flyers and daily announcements. Each student was required to sell at least $200 worth of overpriced wrapping paper and candy to develop entrepreneurial skills. The top selling class would win a pizza party, and the highest selling student would become principal for a day. My first concern was the word required. As a single parent working 2 jobs, I didn't have time to help my 9-year-old son Lucas sell anything, nor did we have friends or family with disposable income for $25 chocolate boxes. When I emailed the teacher asking if Lucas could do an alternative project, she responded that participation was mandatory for his citizenship grade. The PTA president called me personally to explain that students who didn't meet their quota would miss the end-of-year carnival while completing reflection worksheets. But the real problems began when the school introduced a large fundraising thermometer in the main hallway with every student's name and sales amount displayed. Classes lined up daily to watch as teachers updated the numbers. Students who hadn't sold anything, predominantly those from the apartment complex where we lived, were at the bottom with big zeros next to their names. Lucas came home crying after being bullied for having $0 on the board. Macy said I'm poor and that's why nobody wants to buy from me. He sobbed. My heart broke. The next day, I requested a meeting with principal. When I explained that publicly posting students' sales amounts was creating and bullying, he smiled condescendingly. Mrs. Rodriguez, this friendly competition motivates students. The real world rewards those who hustle. Perhaps Lucas could show more initiative? I pointed out that 9-year-olds shouldn't be subjected to real-world economic pressures, and that the school was effectively punishing children for their parents' financial situations. He dismissed my concerns as helicopter parenting. That weekend, several apartment complex parents met at our community center. We discovered that every one of our children had been bullied for their fundraising zeros. 2 mothers had spent rent money buying products themselves to spare their children embarrassment. We drafted a letter detailing how the fundraiser violated the district's equity policies and sent it to every school board member, the superintendent, and the local newspaper. 3 days later, a reporter called me for comment on a story about economic discrimination in elementary fundraising. The following day, the superintendent showed up at my son's school for a surprise visit. By Friday, the fundraising thermometer was gone, but the damage was done. Lucas still didn't want to return to school. Everyone already knows I'm poor, he said.